Yeah. Welcome in. Welcome back. Not too happy right now. In fact,
no round of applause. What's the round of applause?
Round of applause for what, Transformer? For what?
For the
my
show,
bad.
man.
You know what? Here we go. I got you. Here we go. That round of applause wasn't for us. It was for NIU, Northern Illinois U, for going into South Bend, Indiana, beating the number 5 Notre Dame Fighting Irish on their own field in the biggest win in program history. That's what that round of applause was for, because it wasn't for the Irish. It wasn't for us, and I'm miserable. And now I got to sit here with you for the next 2.5 hours. Not that I mind doing that, or however long it takes to get through these topics. And I got to stew, and I got to be miserable, and I got to watch my phone get lit up by all my Notre Dame hating homeboys, so they can laugh at my pain. But it's going to be what it's going to be. So what we're going to do is we are going to get into another amazing episode of the Format Podcast. We got some great topics for you, as you can see in the rundown. A lot of football stuff, and we'll do some quick hits before we even get into those. And man.
Everybody. All right, because he's so mad right now. He ain't even say, "What's up, Transformer?" He didn't. What's round of applause. He forgot everything. My man is distraught right now. Okay,
distraught.
He is distraught now. So chat, everybody, no matter how you're watching, how you tuned in, man, just give my man a virtual embrace. All right, brotherly love. Put his head on your shoulder. Console my guy. He is out of whack right now, guys.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Marcus Freeman got the you know what? I'm gonna save that for the quick hits. I can't even. I'm so irritated about this. Like, this is really.
Welcome to week 1, Florida State.
Yeah. No, I got it. I got it,
man. That's how we feel.
Yeah,
After that, like the week 2 loss, it was just like, all right, man, whatever.
Yeah.
But man,
all right. Let's man. All right. So listen. Thank you for joining. I want to kind of wait for the chat to pick up a little bit.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop my thing here. You know what we like to do, so I'm gonna do that. If you're here on YouTube and you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead, click that like, that subscribe, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us that like, that 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. And finally, make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, set an alarm, do whatever you got to do to remember. Saturday nights at 7 p.m. we are live here on the Format Podcast, and we'll give you the opportunity to call in, talk to us, get at me. I love it. I can't wait. Let's go ahead and get started. And let's go with week 1. So every week now we're gonna do NFL pick'ems. We're not spreads. This isn't for gambling. This is none of that. This is just for fun, for us to go ahead at the end of the season and see who came out on top. You gonna record this stuff, Transformer?
I already got my pick'em film sheets, fillable sheets. There you go.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Why you ain't send me that?
I literally just got it.
Okay.
Like I said, I was so busy watching the Notre Dame game. I was like, oh crap, man, I didn't even get the pick'em sheets, but yeah, I got them right here.
Yep, you got it digital or hard copy?
Digital.
All right, yeah.
On my computer right here.
Cool. You can fill one out for me and send it to me when you're done.
I'm already on it, brother.
I appreciate that.
If you can see my screen, I got Bryce week 1, Bruce week 1, but I'm already ready to click, bro.
That's what's up. All right, let's get it. So I'll let you start then, and then I'll go after you. Pause. So yeah, let's do it.
Man down, no Diddy.
Can we get the No Diddy shirts, man down? Man down sports. We need.
You know what? We didn't do him we did him a disservice, right? We did him a disservice.
Oh, here
it's on his sale page. It's on his page, so it's for sale on his page. So
yeah.
If you guys go and look at Man Down Sports Podcast, he has on a No Diddy shirt. Some of the time, I'm not sure if he wears it all the time now, but it's on sale on his page. So shout out Man Down Sports, the No Diddy shirt. Gonna have to cop it. All right.
Okay. Bet.
So here we go.
Wait, real quick before we start.
Go ahead.
Kyrie, now you pop up, right? Now you pop up. See, this is what I don't like, man. People always pop up when times is hard. You know what I'm saying?
My Laker is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Make sure
Man, get out of here with that, man.
Yeah, I mean.
All right. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get to it, man.
Shout out Kyrie.
You start off with your pick 'em, man.
All right, so I'll do the first half. You do the second half. Pause. All right.
Okay.
We're gonna start off with all the 1 o'clocks. All right. So all the 1 o'clocks, we're gonna start off with Pittsburgh and Atlanta. Who's Pittsburgh quarterback?
That's the question.
Exactly, Atlanta. All right.
I still go with Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's defense is crazy, and if freaking what's my man's name, Kirk Cousins, if they come after him, is he going to be able to move to escape the pass rush? I don't think so.
And Atlanta defense is bulking up, so if you don't have a quarterback, what are you doing? Period.
I mean, I would rather it have been Justin Fields anyway. So yeah. So if he has to play, his mobility and ability to make plays, outside of structure, I think could cause a disciplined defense like what Raheem Moore is going to coach. He could cause them a lot of difficulty with that. That's my opinion.
So you're saying in week 1, Justin Fields only been on the team for about a month? Has it been
he's been on the team the same amount of time as Russell Wilson has.
So
right,
and he's not a veteran quarterback. So with a veteran quarterback, you can come into the game. I mean, you can come on the team, and in 30 days, you can get a good idea of this is how they're trying to run the schemes, or maybe even mid-game, you're like, I get it. I get what we're trying to do. I can make an adjustment. I can do that. Like we don't know that about Justin Fields. We've never seen him make an adjustment. He's not a veteran.
And we'll get to it in the next topic. But what makes us believe that Russell Wilson is still capable of being that guy? And we'll get to that in the next topic.
Oh, but I don't have any more belief
in him than
I'm talking specifically for this game, right?
Okay.
Justin Fields is going to be on the field. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, there's nothing to see to show that Russell Wilson can change his game from what we've seen over the last about 3 years. Last year in Denver. No, he's spent 2 years in Denver, didn't he? Was it 2 years?
Yes, 2 years in Denver.
So 2 years in Denver, and his last year in Seattle just really wasn't good at all, right? I mean, he was decent last year, but just not what we're typically seeing of Russell Wilson. But that's not the topic, right? My point is that,
and we'll get to that definitely.
Yeah, my point is for Atlanta's game, you're in Atlanta, so not only you're in Atlanta, you're in the dome. Kirk Cousins has already been there, right? Already, got himself familiar with the team and everything. With the weapons that they got, with what they're boasted up on defense, you're expecting now Justin Fields, who just inherited this role probably yesterday, saying like, oh man, you're the starter. You're going to be our guy. You're going to be our number one guy. And he's like, oh crap.
Well, he's been getting the bulk of first team reps through camp anyway. So it's not like he's unfamiliar with being in that. And it's also not like he's a rookie or a guy who's not accustomed to starting. And let's look at this, right? If he starts, which is looking more and more likely, he's in Atlanta.
I think it's official.
Where there you go. He's in Atlanta, where he's from. He's going to be hyped to play that game. Family and friends there. Now, obviously, they can't play the game for you, but I think there's a lot of things, what do you call it? There's a lot of small things that are, that may weigh in his favor. And again, I just look at that Pittsburgh defense, and I believe they're going to be too much for Atlanta.
Okay. I mean, so you got Pittsburgh?
I do.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
I do.
All right, we'll go with Pittsburgh.
Yes, sir.
Well, you would go with Pittsburgh. I got Atlanta.
I will.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, game 2. Buffalo, Arizona.
Go ahead. Who you got?
I thought about this one, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Part of me, I need to see Josh Allen without his. I mean, he legit has new receivers, new guys, and he has a rookie. But I like Keon Coleman. That's my Florida. That's my Seminole right. So I think he can definitely get it done. Arizona, okay. Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr. Who else?
Confidence in the defense. Can they run the football?
James Conner. I'm not too thrilled about hearing that name, and especially in Buffalo. I mean, granted, the cold isn't really not a factor as at this point. We're in the beginning of September. I'm gonna ride with Buffalo on this one. I think Josh Allen can get it done with what he has. Kyler Murray just getting back. He hasn't really played a game since the beginning of last year. So I think a little bit of rust on the road is just not what you want as a mixture. I think Josh Allen being at home, having a chip on his shoulder that people are really on him about getting it done without Stephon Diggs and not Keon Coleman, Davis, Gabe Davis.
Gabe
So
Davis from UCF. Yep.
You lose two weapons, but you still got Dalton Kincaid. You still have a very good tight end. I believe they have another tight end as well. I think they have two decent tight. Well, Kincaid is a good tight end, but I think they got a decent backup at tight end or number two. I think so too. You have a star in Keon Coleman. I really think he's going to be a very, very great receiver. If he doesn't get 1,000 yards, I'll honestly be shocked in that type of offense with Josh Allen and the way he can move the ball. So I honestly be shocked.
And James Cook, they're going to make a concerted effort to run the thing now.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you got James Cook, Dalvin Cook's brother. So I think Buffalo can definitely get that done early at 1 o'clock. I guess that's on it. What you got?
Buffalo. I think you said everything that I would have said. What's up, Tyler? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Tyler, what's good, brother? Buffalo. All right. Week 3. Tennessee at Chicago.
I got Chicago, man. I got Chicago. I think Caleb is just walking into a really good situation. And as well, there we go, Nebraska. I think Caleb is walking into a really good situation with solid weapons, an improved, not great, but improved O-line, a defense that was playing really well to end the year last season. If he can kind of stay within himself and not try to do all the Superman hero stuff he did at USC, he should be just fine. So I got Chicago.
Chicago. Okay. I hate talking about anything Bears related. I got Chicago, man. I got Chicago. I think it's a lot of hype with Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams. You legit have a silver platter with the amount of weapons that they put around you. I couldn't think of a better offseason for any rookie ever to just walk into at a number 1 pick. Let me correct myself. I've never seen a better situation for anybody to walk into at the number 1 pick at the quarterback position. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah. They really have done a lot to try and grease the skids and make it easy for them. There we go. Okay, black shirts defense. Shedeur already got sacked.
I'm over here looking at the comments. I'm like, what happened? Tyler only said, gentlemen, you happy?
My bad. Yeah, I'm over here looking at this. I got the game on the other screen. Okay,
right,
let me just take a quick second. Let me interrupt this, man. Let me just give a shout out to my daughter. What's up, Tamiko? I love you. She just texted me to tell me her Rattlers are getting whooped by the Canes right now. Yeah. So
hey, baby,
he and I are going. We are in pain together tonight.
Oh man, I've been in pain.
Yeah. All right, where were we? We were at
we were in Chicago, Tennessee.
I think we both got Chicago, right?
Yeah, we both got Chicago. Like I said, it's just like all the hype. Like you really got to come out and show out, especially if seeing that Green Bay lost game 1, right? We're going to be without our quarterback for the first next 4 or 5 weeks possibly. This is your time. Like honestly, if you want to make a statement or a run for NFC North, you're going to have to win that game. You need to win that game against a Tennessee team who's now picked their quarterback. You know what I mean? Trying to get into the rhythm of things. I think they do have they got DeAndre Hopkins. They do expect him to play. And don't they got Calvin Ridley? They got Calvin Ridley.
They sure do.
So he has a couple of weapons. I'm not too thrilled with the run game with Tony Pollard.
They got Tyler Boyd from Cincinnati too. Like they've got some weapons on the outside. Yeah, it's just a matter can Mayonnaise King freaking Will Levis, can he stand in there and get it done and make the throws? We'll see.
Yeah. I think we both agree with Chicago on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Week 4, game 4, New England, Cincinnati. How quick can we pick that one?
Cincinnati.
I couldn't even kick the button fast enough. That's how quick that is. I got nothing to say about New England.
Not really.
They're literally gunning for the number 1 pick. They're honestly maybe one of the worst teams in the league. Maybe 3-win team, 3-5.
Question is, what do you do with that number 1 pick though? You just drafted Drake May. Do you take yours? Do you take Shedeur Sanders? What do you do?
At this point, I don't think you think Shedeur Sanders. That's a market for him to be in.
I was about to say his pops might not even let him go there anyway.
So at that point, you trade the pick.
Fair enough.
You just trade a pick. You know, get abundance of picks. At that point, I mean, that's the Bill Belichick way. So I got the number one pick. I got me a quarterback. Bump it. I'm about to get a boatload of picks for trading this one.
Right.
So
right.
I think that's a simple one right there. Game 5, Houston, Indianapolis.
That's a good game, but Houston. I think that's a better game than we think, but I think Houston is going to do well. I'm very bullish on CJ Stroud. I think he's that guy. You got him a true number one. Yeah. He and Nico Collins also have a rapport this year. They can run the football, and the defense is going to be improved under D'Amico. So yeah, I think yeah.
I agree with you, man. CJ Stroud. I mean, yes, it's going to be a sophomore season. We may see a sophomore slump. We may not. But I think when you're going against Anthony Richardson, who's yet to establish himself and literally just coming off an injury from his rookie season, I mean, you have a great opportunity to come in there and just, shut that one out early. Because I mean, if you go up early against them, then you take Jonathan Taylor out of the game. Now you're really relying on Anthony Richardson.
I was about to say, if Indianapolis is smart and they can get it going and the O-line is working, then you've got to miss tackle in the backfield. You got to get Jonathan Taylor to rock like 20, 30 times in that game to try and keep CJ Stroud and that offense off the field. But I don't think they'll be able to do that.
No, very, very true. Very, very true. All right. We game 6, Jacksonville, Miami. Is it my turn?
This game's closer than people think. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Is it my turn?
I don't even know. Go ahead, man.
All right. I'm gonna go with Miami, man. I need to see something from Jacksonville. I think Miami, they have everything in place already, right? You just read up Jalen Ramsey, so you got your best corner happy. You got the fastest man in football history. I mean, what more do you want? You got
two speedsters, right? Waddle on the other side, he blazing fast too. H-Han in the backfield, blazing fast. You got a lot.
So I think you got a lot of weapons. Last year, Jacksonville can't establish a run, and I didn't see much besides them changing their center out to even address that situation. And if you got Tua, two of the fastest receivers, and A-Chain, I think it could be a blowout.
And you don't just have Tua; you have a happy Tua who's been paid.
Oh yeah, he got his bread.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I also think Jacksonville has done all they could to surround Trevor Lawrence with talent, but I also don't really believe in him that much. He's not a bum, but I don't think he's as good as people think. But they are going to be okay. That's a good football team. I think that schematically, Miami poses problems for most people, and especially while it's still warm. It hasn't gotten cold yet, so that's obviously an issue for them. But I think Miami wins this game. They'd probably be close, but I think they win this game.
I agree. All right. Carolina, New Orleans. How quick you want to pick that one?
New Orleans, not super confident, but I don't think Carolina is good.
I didn't see Carolina do anything for me to believe they could. To me, Carolina and New England, they're in the running.
I think they picked up a wide receiver this offseason. Can't remember. But
Carolina?
Yes, Carolina.
I mean, you name me the receiver.
Yeah, I'm about to go check right now. I can't do it off the top of my head, but I'm about to check right now. Let's see. Wide receiver, Deontay Johnson, Xavier Leggett. They drafted Leggett out of South Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, David Moore. Adam Thielen went there last year. Oh, wow.
Deontay
Felipe
Johnson?
Franks is a tight end now? Oh, my gosh. Anyway,
I think Tyler said Deontay Johnson.
I thought he was there last year.
Was he still in Pittsburgh? I thought he was still in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it is Deontay Johnson. There you go.
Okay, yeah. I'm about to say he was still in Pittsburgh. Man, first of all, let me take a moment. Shout out Taylor. I almost said Deontay Johnson. Shout out Tyler, man. Tyler really be on it, man. We asked a question. He's on it, man. That's our research guru in the chat. All right.
Facts.
Research guru in the chat. All right. This next one.
Don't worry about it. Tyler about to be a member of the team.
Yeah, he about to be a member of the team, man. We're gonna have you in the background. Pause. Definitely on the research. Said background. So I mean, I threw a pause in there just in case. This next one kind of stumbled me a little bit. I'm not thrilled on either team. This Minnesota, New York. I want to say New York because honestly, Minnesota, what you got at quarterback? I don't know. I mean, JJ McCarthy. I've never seen him do
No,
anything
JJ
at Michigan.
McCarthy's not playing this year. It's Sam Darnold. So yeah,
Oh yeah, Sam
I
Darnold. Yeah,
will.
he's injured.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
injured. That's correct. Yeah.
No, McCarthy is injured. He injured his knee. He had surgery, and
Yeah,
he's
JJ.
likely not going to play this year. So it's Sam Darnold, and I have no
That makes
belief
it worse.
whatsoever in Sam Darnold.
That makes it worse, man. So I think
I'm with the Giants.
I think the Giants can sneak that one out of there, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chargers, Vegas,
Chargers
in Atlanta, in LA.
I got the Chargers.
I got the Chargers too. I mean,
Yeah, I just believe in what
this
Jim
is
Harbaugh does.
breaking out. Yeah,
man. I believe in the way he builds teams and the way his teams play. They got difference makers on defense on a couple of different levels. Obviously, in the pass rush and on the back end. They got difference makers on defense, and then they're going to be ultra physical in the trenches. And he got Greg Roman back as his OC, so he's going to run the type of offense he wants to run. He's got the quarterback that he likes, and he's got the defensive coordinator. He brought him with him from Michigan, and previously he was in Baltimore with the Ravens, Jesse Minter. So I think everything is in place. It's just a matter of getting it rolling. But I definitely got the Chargers.
Okay. I agree with you, man.
Raiders have no quarterback play. Their quarterbacks are Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. It's just a tough spot.
Truly. And right now you have my boy over there who's just a sad puppy in Devontae Adams, and I really want him to come home. I really want him to come back home. Just come back home. Just go ahead and come back home. It can't get no worse. even with Malik Willis for 4 to 5 weeks.
Well, I think he pushed.
We can find a way to do something.
I think Devontae pushed back on the rumor that he's unhappy with the Raiders. I guess he wants to be a good soldier, but he pushed back on that. So
if we can read a lie, we can see a lie. That's a lie.
I suppose so.
He's unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at this point, the only reason why he may be, and not even this would be a reason, because he's turning 32 next year, is that they go and get Shadir Sanders or something like that. They get the number 1 pick. Other than that, he has no reason to be happy. But I agree with you. Chargers, like I said, John Harbaugh breaking out game. You can't lose to Vegas. I mean, in game 1, I just don't think that.
Tyler, you're right. Pierce has the Raiders believing. I think they just don't have enough, man. That's the bigger problem. They don't have enough. And to your previous comment, yes, Nebraska looks good early, but we also know that Colorado can't stop the run, and their offensive line is porous. So we'll see. Again, man, they get that laser light show going offensively with Shadur and the rest of those guys. Yeah. Who knows? But all right, let's get back to this, because
yes, sir.
College football is making me sad today. Anyway,
that's why I'm trying to keep them ticking, brother. Denver at Seattle.
I got Seattle. I think that's going to be an improved defense. They still have some talent there, and Denver, I don't like. Everybody's high on Bo Nix, and he looked great in the preseason when he wasn't seeing anything. Now he's going to see the real deal, and we'll see what it turns out to be.
What's the status of Geno Smith?
Oh wow! I'm sorry, Colorado almost returned the kick just now.
Oh, okay.
They almost returned the kickoff. Geno Smith, I don't know what his status is. Let me see.
Because if
I know he had gotten injured in preseason.
I got Denver. If he's not playing.
Yeah.
Tyler, where you at?
Let me see. Geno Smith injury status. Let's see what we got.
Is Geno Smith healthy enough to play a solid game?
Missed several practices due to knee and hip injuries. Expected to return to practice soon.
My man Tyler quicker than you, Bruce.
There we go. All right.
Hey, as soon as he's like, Geno good.
Yeah. A few weeks ago, he got back to practice. So I got Seattle though.
Okay, I'll stick with Seattle too. If Geno didn't play, then I definitely would have had Denver. I think you got no film on what Bo Nix is doing. I think he could be excited for. There's a target on Sean Payton's back.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to do something to get it done. But like I said, I mean, if Geno's playing, then I got belief that Seattle, especially in their corner, they have two of the best corners in the league, in my opinion. Their secondary is pretty solid. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I agree with Seattle. Next game, Dallas at Cleveland.
You know what? Unpopular. I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
Oh, you're gonna go with Cleveland?
Man, I believe in defense and running game, man. That stuff is. I'm old school in a lot of ways, and I believe that is the best way to win. Yeah, G, you're 100% right. Colorado O-line is trash because those black shirts are coming through. Yeah, they're coming through.
Doo-doo.
They already sacked Shedeur twice. But yeah, where were we? Yes, Dallas and Cleveland. I got Cleveland. I think that defense is crazy. And we'll see if Nick Chubb is back, but it appears he's back. Was he squatting 540 the other day? 1 year off.
I don't think. No, he's still on. He got 4 weeks.
Okay, so he's not ready to play yet. Okay.
He's on IR. Yeah.
Okay, so he's still working his way back. All right.
I picked him up in my fantasy. I forget his name.
Also, I think Deshaun Watson. Well, I was about to say he's probably playing for his future, but not really since his contract is fully guaranteed. And I think he got like the $44 million for this season up front. So, yeah. But I still think that as a competitor, he probably wants to get back to the level that he once was at. But yeah, I don't believe in Dallas at all. So I got Cleveland in this game. Tyler, I don't know if Cleveland smacks them, but I am picking Cleveland.
I have Dallas.
Do you?
I got Dallas.
Why do you got Dallas?
I'm not confident in it like I want to be because for a multitude of reasons. You don't have a run game. You know what I mean? But we it's a lot of pressure on Dak Prescott and what's the coach's name? Mike McCarthy, to really make up for that 41-16 fourth quarter beatdown that you got by Green Bay last year. You literally need to come in week 1 and make a statement. And I think this is one of those statement type of games. Yes, Cleveland has a defense, but we haven't seen nothing from Deshaun to literally be like, okay, well, they're good at quarterback. Like what we saw from last year was Joe Flacco. We saw Joe Flacco do all that. So I haven't seen enough. And then, you don't have Nick Chubb. So you're going into the season without Nick Chubb. We're unsure of Deshaun Watson. I'm just not as confident and that they can win it. I would need to see week 1 first to see how Deshaun Watson looks. But I got an idea of what Dak Prescott looks like. I got an idea of what the receivers look like. I got an idea of what the defense looks like. They're a great regular season team. I believe they're 2 or 3 seasons where they got 13 dubs. So I mean, they
3 straight 12 win seasons. Yeah,
12 win seasons. So I mean, they shown that they can get it done in the season, in the regular season at that. But it's just the playoffs where they're a little bit stifled at. But I got Dallas, man. I got Dallas going into Cleveland and getting the dub, man.
I mean, that's cool. I can't see it, man.
I'm not confident.
I could be wrong, but I think, man, that defense is real.
Yeah,
that Cleveland thing, they're hungry, man.
Okay, we got Washington going to Tampa.
I got Tampa Bay.
I agree.
They didn't lose anything.
No. I mean, and other than that,
and you got a rookie
Washington,
quarterback.
You're starting a rookie. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Right.
You just took it. You just took it. So I mean, you got a rookie. I need to see what it looks like. You just took. Yeah, that is a pause. Good one.
You definitely need the shirt, man.
I'm gonna keep rolling with that one. We got the Rams at Detroit.
That's such a good game. That's such a good game. It's
gonna be a great game.
So evenly matched, but I'm gonna go with Detroit. Close. I think coming off of that loss, NFC Championship game, I mean, of course, both of them really want to be successful. I don't know. Something is just telling me Detroit. I think they've got so much all over the field. They can run it. They can throw it. They got a very good quarterback. They got an elite offensive line. They can rush the passer. Like, they got a lot, man.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, the Rams got a lot too. The Rams can everything I said about Detroit, you could say about the Rams, right?
But the Rams just lost a big key hog on that defensive line.
That's true, but they got your guy Jared Verse, and I think they got another guy too. Like,
they lost Ernest
granted,
Jones.
it's gonna take 2 or 3 guys to replace Aaron Donald, but they have been doing the job over like the last couple of years trying to rebuild the defensive line for when he steps away, because they knew it was coming.
And is Cooper Kupp fully healthy? Is he 100%?
I believe so.
Okay. And you got Puka Akua. You got
Kyren Williams.
Kyren Williams. There you go.
Kyren the Siren. Just think about it that way.
Kyren the Siren. You gave him a nickname?
I didn't give him that nickname. They gave.
Oh,
me
that's
that.
his nickname. Okay, boy.
The people gave him the nickname. I didn't do that.
So you love your Irish players way too much to be giving them nicknames.
He was second team All Pro last year.
Okay. I mean, no, I mean, like, no, I know what Kyron Williams is. I just couldn't pronounce his name, and you gave him a nickname on top of that. On
no,
Kyron
it wasn't
the Siren. I couldn't. That was
I got you.
A little weird. But who you got? You didn't pick who you got.
Oh, Detroit.
You got Detroit?
Close. Yeah.
I like Detroit. I do like Detroit. I believe in I'm a rival. I believe in a coach. I believe in a coach, man. I mean, them folks believe in him, bro. I mean, and I think once you have that and you have young talent at pretty much every level, you know, I mean, those guys are hungry, man. I mean, they just saw that they who they lost. They lost to San Fran last year in a tight-knit game. And I think that they're just coming out and they just wanting to prove who they are. Yes, the Rams got something to prove, but at the same time, I mean, Stafford got his championship. He got his Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He doesn't. I mean, he's getting older, so he's like, I mean, what do I got to prove out here? I ain't got nothing to prove. Cup got a championship. You know, we got a Super Bowl. You know, I mean, we just lost one of the best, probably top 3 defensive linemen to ever play the game.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? And Aaron Donald. So I mean, you're like, well, we just took a huge blow on defense. Now we got to worry about me keeping up. You know, scoring 25, 30 something points a game. I mean, granted, I got the weapons to do so. But, bro, I won my championship. So I think that plays a lot into it. So I got Detroit on that one.
There you
Grand finale. Monday night game.
Yes.
A part of my bias. New York Jets, San Francisco.
I see where this is going.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Boy,
it's a really good matchup.
I like this matchup. My Green Bay bias is pulling me towards the Jets. I think
it's not bad because Saleh knows that offense extremely well, and he knows what Shanahan wants to do. And he has a defense, and all he needs is
competent quarterback play.
He doesn't need elite quarterback play. He needs competent quarterback play. I agree.
And this is why I believe in the Jets a lot this year. I've seen Aaron Rodgers for 13 years, right? 13 years, literally just be dominant at the quarterback position. 4 MVPs, a Super Bowl appearance. I've seen him at the top of his game, and I've also seen him in one of his worst seasons. One of his worst seasons was him having 26 touchdowns and like 5 interceptions or something like that.
Right.
That was his worst season. That will be a Hall of Fame season for what's his face? Zach Wilson. That's a Hall of Fame season for him. And I think if you can give that to the Jets, then you're talking Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean you're in a fight for Super Bowl with that defense, with the weapons that they got on the offensive side of the ball. And I think this is Aaron Rodgers finally being like, all right, I can really now go toe-to-toe with San Fran. This is my moment. I need to beat them because they have beaten my behind for years when it mattered the most. So I'm going to go with the Jets, man. I'm going to go with the Jets.
I just think the biggest problem there is you're talking 39, 40 years old coming off an Achilles, man. Achilles is a beast. And I think that we are so spoiled by Tom Brady and what he's been able to do, and by extension, LeBron James and what he's been able to do in basketball, that we think that it's normal for these old guys.
I mean, that's different. I would say that's different because LeBron has never experienced a career-defining injury, right? Like, I mean, what's the worst that we've seen LeBron? A groin strain?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, relatively, Skip Bayless used to say this all the time. He's literally been the Iron Man of basketball. The man he's not sustained a brutal injury to be playing. I mean, it's not me being a fan.
No. I wasn't even taking it there. I was just annoyed.
21 years and you don't have one brutal injury.
Well, no, I get that part, but I'm annoyed. Like people say, and I'm not going to let LeBron, hijack this segment, but LeBron is the Iron Man of basketball, as if these two guys named Stockton and Malone weren't there. You know what I'm talking about? Like, come on, man.
I'm not talking about period. I'm talking about now. Like, I
No,
mean,
no,
what
no.
we seen.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now, okay.
Yeah, like
I
what
got
we've
you. I
seen.
got you.
You know what I mean? We're
Okay.
talking about,
Okay. Cool.
21 years in NBA and
Yeah.
playing at the level that he's playing.
Okay. Okay.
And
I get it. I get it.
you've never had a freaking a
Mhm.
torn ACL or a sprained. And watch me, I'm probably speaking bad juju on my Lakers right now, but like we've never seen it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
So I
I
mean,
get it. I get
it's
it.
kind of different in my opinion. But I think
Yeah.
you don't need
Oh,
Aaron
that's.
Rodgers to be the scrambler, right? Like
Mhm,
we've seen
mhm.
him take that button hook and turn around and scramble
Yeah,
out of the pocket. I think you don't need that type of Aaron Rodgers.
but remember, you talked about it the other night. I don't know if it's last night or the night before. Just that whole thing of as a quarterback, around your feet is always messy. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And so there's the mental part of it there. Like you're coming off an Achilles, you're going to have concern that somebody rolls up on you, or that you're not going to. I'm not going to say he's not going to be able to, but I think it's going to be hard,
Going on,
especially in
Snead.
his first game back, to
Yeah.
kind of, what up, Snead, to just kind of put all that to the side and play confidently coming off such a major injury, especially at that age. That's what I think.
Okay. So you got San Fran?
I do.
Okay.
As I would love to see my guy Robert Saleh win this game. I would, but I got San Francisco.
Easy day. And there goes our week 1 pick'em.
There we go.
See.
Let's see how it comes out.
Bruce. Oh, there we go. Got you. All right. I wish he was on here, but I'd love to hear his take, man. I wonder if he had the Ravens winning.
Say again?
You're a Raven fan. Never mind. Proceed. What's next?
Are you talking
Segment
crazy?
Segment two.
All right, let's do this before we get to segment 2. I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. Let us know. Go ahead, call in with your thoughts on our pick'em. Let us know if there's anything that you think is kind of egregious in terms of, Colorado just scored. Oh, no, Nebraska just scored. I'm bugging. Okay, here we go. That's right. But yeah, let us know if there's anything you think is egregious in any of the picks that we made. Let us know where you think I might or Transformer might be off, and give us thoughts on, maybe some of the big games of week 1 and your thoughts on them. That's 904-219-8264. 904-219-8264.
I'm just excited to be able to do an NFL pick'em.
Facts,
man. Like really.
Yeah. Nah, it's
really
so good to have football back, man. I'm sitting here talking to you and like I'm watching this Nebraska game, and I tell you what, Nebraska's up 14-0 already.
Yep.
They may try to run it up on them. I know I would. I would try to run it up on them. Oh man.
That's exactly why I did not put any money on that game. But then Notre Dame kind of screwed me over.
Shedeur just threw a pick 6. That's what it was. Wow. Okay. That is unusual. Oh yeah, they read him. Gotcha. Wow. Okay.
That's because you get all notifications and you watch the game. I didn't get not one notification. No.
I don't. Oh yeah, no, I'm getting notifications from ESPN. But yeah, I got the game on because I got YouTube TV. All right, and here's Tyler. Tyler, what's good, my man?
Gentlemen, happy college football Saturday.
Happy college football Saturday.
Mine is not too happy, but it is what it is. What's going on, man?
Are you a loss?
How much of a difference is this than watching the NFL? I mean, this is a good product right here. You got kickoffs, you got playable fields, you got
right.
The offensive line can line up and do their job. I mean, this is a good product. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I got 4 screens up right now. I got Alabama on one, Nebraska. I got Tennessee on one, and the other one's on commercial. I couldn't tell you what it is, but I'm shocked at how flat. I'm shocked at how flat Colorado is coming out. You would think they'd come into enemy territory and show a little grit. Maybe have a game plan for.
I think you gotta be physical to show grit, and I just don't think Colorado's physical enough. That's the problem.
Your trenches got to be physical. Yeah, in your trenches, you got to be physical. They don't have the physicality in the trenches.
Yeah, my local high school. I hosted an exchange student from the Netherlands last year as a senior in high school.
Cool.
And she was very friendly with the punter of the school. It happened to be Sam Cook's son. Who now goes to Nebraska. So Matt Rule was at one of the games here, and the way that the local team was playing DeMatha, probably more here for the DeMatha boys than a punter.
Okay.
But the way that coaches and everybody just kind of showed so much respect to Matt Rule, I can only imagine that's just the vibe he brings, and I think he might have Nebraska back here. I don't want to speak too soon just because they're beating a couple.
Their schedule is manageable. So you're right. Their schedule is manageable. And if we're honest, this is what I tell my other homeboy all the time. If we're honest, Matt Rule is a very good program builder in college.
Yeah.
College. I always make that clear. In college, he's very good at that. That's what he does.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Possibly one of the worst NFL coaches we've seen in recent memory.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, keep that separate, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible NFL coach.
Oh my goodness, Shador is going to get this young man killed.
Yeah. He can't get anything
he's looking
going.
very rattled. You know, if I'm Dion, I start running the ball a little bit here.
But he can't.
They don't have a run game.
No, I know it's just you got to design something, an option, run a little speed option or something. I mean, something. They are just putting hands in Shador's face.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're getting to him quick.
Bud Crawford on the sideline. You see that? My bad.
Yeah.
You might be ahead of me.
North Dakota State was really getting to him. And I thought for sure, they'd make some adjustments, some week one stuff, get out of the way. Man, Nebraska's feasting right now. It looks pretty much like how the Alabama game's going. Alabama is getting dominated in the stretches.
Really? By who?
I think it's like 7-3 over there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
USF held 3-0 lead for the longest time.
Okay.
Alabama finally scored. USF's probably going to score again before half, but
I need that.
What parity where we are seeing in college football this week? How special? I mean, with the way the transfer portal on NIL works and everything like that. I mean, you have Michigan State beat Maryland at the gun, and Michigan State. There's 75 players in a college football program. 61 are brand spanking new, putting on the Spartans jersey for the first time.
That's crazy. 61?
61 out of 75.
Wow.
Insane.
This transfer portal is nuts.
It's crazy.
It's
really redefining what we see here, and and it's making so much parity. Early in the year, you have no idea what to expect out of these guys. No idea.
Right.
As far as the NFL goes, like I said, I'm really excited to see the Ravens secondary coach go get his DC job, Wilson, out in Chicago. I think he's going to heat up Caleb Williams. I think he's going to heat up, Caleb Williams. Show him a lot. DC job in Tennessee. I think he's going to show Caleb Williams a lot of stuff. I think this is going to be lower scoring than people think. Will Levis is not really efficient. He can make a play, but he's not really efficient. And I think Caleb Williams is going to impress a lot of people. But
I think he needs to stop trying to make the superstar play. But it's it's in him.
The stuff he was doing in the preseason and the stuff he was doing in Alabama, that's cute. When you get full speed NFL defense, Tennessee's defense is not to be played with anyway.
Right.
They're a pretty decent defense, maybe top 15 in the league, top half of the league. I think it's a very hard first game for Caleb Williams. Luckily for him, the other side of the field, not so hot either. So I think the Bears pull it out. The only thing I disagree with you guys on, I think week one is mostly chalk, right? Because we don't really know what to go off of.
That's true.
You look at the spread, you try and read a little bit into each team. You can only take so much from preseason, so it's going to be chalk. But I think the one I think is going to go the other way is Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is going to be a lot better than people think this year. Their defense is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
So you agree with Bruce on that one? I'm the only one that had Atlanta.
Right. Yeah, I'm really low. Oh, Shiloh's hurt. I'm really low on the NFC South. I think
that's one of the worst divisions in the game. I think Tampa's going to win that division, but it's a bad division.
Tampa's
I think
all they got. Yeah, Tampa's all they got. I think Atlanta. Kirk Cousins is out, as far as I know. I think he's hurt.
Already?
Is he out?
I think he's hurt. Yeah, I think he's hurt.
No.
What?
I
didn't see that.
I mean,
that's
better for Penix. I think Penix is really, really good. Really good.
Yeah.
And
that's the word.
I thought he was the best quarterback of this freaking of this draft. A lot of people disagree with me, but I think he is. And I think on the long term, he will be. Like, Caleb makes more wow plays, but nah, man, Penix is that dude.
It doesn't say anything about.
He took his team, to the promised land. Caleb, I mean, they went didn't they go 7-5 or something like that? I think 8-5.
Yep, 7-5. Yep.
And that USC team is very good. I mean, as you're seeing now, USC is very good. The way that they played, in week 1 with LSU, they look outstanding. So just to think, oh man, missed them. Just to think the way that
he plays,
Penix took that team there, and really the only guy he had was what's the name that got drafted to Chicago?
Oh, Dunze? No, I think he had a really good wide receiving core, and he had a 1,200-yard rusher. I can't remember the guy's name. Dylan something. Whoa. Oh, yeah.
You're ahead of me, bro. Calm down. You're ahead of me.
My
Jesus, you're ahead of me.
So I'm trying to keep it in.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I was super impressed with Penix. Washington has had some really good teams over the years, and some really good, some really effective quarterbacks. But I think he was next level. I really think he's built for the league.
I think so too.
Unlike Trevor Lawrence, who was built for college. You put Trevor Lawrence in the league, he can't throw a slant to save his life. You know what I mean? Trevor Lawrence was used to, a lot of rubber routes and a lot of, putting the ball down the field. You can't really work the ball down the field in the NFL in these days. Look at the first 2 games. Well, look at the Ravens Chiefs. I think neither quarterback threw a ball 20 yards down the field until the end of the game. Jalen Hurts, this Eagles offense is maybe an exception. They are the deep threat team in the league.
Yeah, they look good.
But I'm happy with college football. I think as far as the product goes, as far as consuming it and being able to watch a bunch of stuff at once. It's a quick game. It's not a flag on every play. I don't really think I've seen 2 or 3 flags today watching 8 games. As a flag.
I saw some horrible calls at the end of some games, though. Horrible calls.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have that.
I thought maybe a couple blown calls in the Notre Dame game. Not trying to, make anybody feel any better, but some blown calls both ways in that game.
Well, let me tell you, you can't. I won't feel any better about that because that game should have been nowhere near that close anyway. So
true.
I'm not even gonna say anything about any missed calls or anything. Notre Dame should have won that by 3 touchdowns.
No doubt. No doubt. It might be time to get into the Big Ten.
No.
You get into the Big Ten, and you have a shot at redemption with a conference championship.
I mean, they're still going to make the playoff. They're just not going to have the seed that they wanted with that opening home game. I think but it is what it is. We can talk about that another time.
Yeah.
You got anything else for me, man?
No, man. I mean, great stuff. Y'all are putting in the hours here. Ever since G turned me on to y'all, I've been kind of getting into it too. So
I appreciate that, man.
Ball.
Absolutely.
It's fun to talk ball. It feels like, we're at a Buffalo Wild Wings and we're all just talking ball.
And you know what? That's how when you get that, that's a beautiful compliment. I appreciate it because that lets you know that, people listening and watching, they're comfortable with you and you create that kind of environment where we can just kick back and do that. And that's what we like to do. Just kick back and talk sports. We all like to do that, but we're just doing it, from in an environment that allows more people to hear what we have to say. So,
Yeah, and it's a diverse group of people that are tuning in. I mean, you got people all different types of fan bases, not just Baltimore, not just
that's right.
Some of the bigger bases. You got people all over the place. Packers fans, Cowboys fans, the whole game. So it's fun. It's fun. There's gonna be a lot of shit talk come mid-season when some real stuff shakes out. But I think the viewership should pick up too.
Yeah.
Made me look.
Yeah, nah, my son dropped something. I hope that wasn't my computer. I'm gonna be pissed if it was. Yeah. All right, Tyler. Well, we are gonna go ahead then, and thanks for the call, man. We're gonna move on to the next topic, and stick around. We got good stuff all the way down.
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's our main man, Tyler. Always with the good calls, always with the good comments. We appreciate him. Tyler is great.
With the clutch comments,
you will be seeing more and more of Tyler. Trust me on that. All right.